Whew, just made it to Charlotte. Left Hawaii again. I just made it to Charlotte finally. Um, Over here, checked into the Admirals Club. You know what I'm saying? Checked into the Admirals Club, got breakfast with the Wi-Fi. Nice little view of the flight line. Woo! I guess you could take a shower and change. I don't know if I want to change or not, but it's nice in here. It's a nice, it's a very nice look. They got a great bar right behind me. So, you know, so yeah, man, doing the thing. On my way to Amsterdam. I look a mess because I've been on a flight all night from Honolulu. And the next stop is Amsterdam. I'm in Charlotte right now, so very excited. It's okay for 60 bucks. The day pass, the Admirals Club day pass for 60 bucks. It's all right. It's good. I got 4 hours to kill, so I could sit in here. Let's see, what time is it? I got like 3.5 hours to kill, so it's a good atmosphere. You get to take your mask off. They got free snacks for breakfast right now, so that's not bad, you know. Making that move to Europe. Matter of fact, I'm about to hop on the board with the boy. Yeah, I look rough. Hopefully, I can get a haircut. So I get to Amsterdam tonight. I get to Amsterdam. No, I get to Amsterdam Saturday afternoon. So about to eat this delicious breakfast and hop on my MacBook and catch up on some work. Wow. Ask me how we do this.
Continuation of other safe practices, such as physical distancing and washing your hands, are recommended. For information on Hawaii's efforts to reduce the spread of COVID-19, visit Hawaii COVID-19.
Finally made it. What up out there, everybody? Black to the film here. So over here, man, I finally did it. I took the leap. I'm in Amsterdam, Netherlands. This is the view from my hotel room. I'll give you a formal tour of my hotel room maybe later. It's kind of messy right now. This is just how I am getting in. Whew, man, I tell you, cannabis out here is the truth. Whew, that's why I probably in my face I kind of look a little bit exhausted, but the cannabis out here is the truth, man. Man. So I just wanted to hop on here real quick and drop a couple of dreams, um, to the brothers out there, and let you guys know that you have to just do it, man. There is a new standard of success for black men. There's a new standard of living for us. And it can't be about women, house, and cars anymore. That's antiquated. It has to be about travel. You have to get out here and you have to travel the world. Get Start with one visa. In most countries you don't need a visa for, but start with one at least, and travel the world. Drop everything if you have to. A lot of y'all, depending on your age, should be in a very good position if you are between the ages of 18 and 25 before you consider doing anything else, college, military, you know what I'm saying? If you have put some money away or you can obtain um, securing your expenses through your family, through your parents, or you can raise money these days, right? You can raise money these days for anything. Travel, go see the world on your own dime at your own time. You know what I mean? One of the things I'm really regretting now in my age, in my quarter life crisis, one of the things I'm really regret. This is actually, I'll let you in a little secret, guys. This is actually my quarter life crisis. My what they call a midlife crisis, whatever. It's to travel. It's to just run around and travel. I got a beautiful home in Hawaii. I got a lot of things going on. My mother referred to me as a nomad. She referred to me as somebody who has no direction, just running around. But I do have direction. It is direction in the chaos of just getting up in my bed at home and saying, let's just go here. And man, I wish it wasn't goddamn COVID because oh man, that really hurt. A lot of the places I really wanted to go but AD was on that list. Amsterdam was like number one on that list, right? For me, it was Amsterdam, Brazil. No, it was shit. I can't really say it because now I'm biased against Brazil. I'm so biased against Brazil. But for me, it was before Brazil. It was Amsterdam. It was Brazil. It was It was Bali and Thailand were tied. It was Hong Kong, and I think that was it. Oh, and then it was yeah, I think that was it. Mhm. Yeah, that was it. That was it for me. Those are the countries I always wanted to go see, live in. Just felt like wow, those are really nice places to go. Oh, Cambodia, Cambodia. That's the other place, Cambodia. Yeah. So COVID, but there's still plenty of places to go. But anyway, the point is, if you're young right now, you need to travel. You don't need to worry about anything else in life right now because it's not worth it. You know. And then after you're 25, then you go and you do, whatever it is. You get your education, you start your career, or whatever you do. But when you get to the next stage of your life, right? When you get to 40, which is where I'm at right now, you get to 40, between 40 and 60 are a man's most productive years. So, at that point, right, most men are like literally tied down to a family and a bunch of stuff that in this era is meaningless, right? Nobody values that anymore. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's complicated to speak as a black American because like we don't have no value. Nobody values our opinion, obviously. So it's really hard to be like you can say something, you can have an opinion about something, but nobody's gonna value it though, no matter how passionate or accurate the opinion is, or I don't even want to say opinion. I want to say insight. You can have an insight into something, and nobody's going to value it because it depends on who it comes from. So this is why I'm saying this is from one black man to another black man because I know at least we value our own opinions, our own insight, right? So I want to say like I'm a big follower SYSBM, Save Yourself Black Man, and that's what I follow. So I'm it more introspective Black Men of Reform. So I'm just saying that when you get 40, if you think about it, if you started your family young, your kids should be grown. You should have an adequate amount of savings. You should be, uh, you should be, how you say, experience in your career enough that you can start your own company, doing it for yourself and making your own money. And maybe I'll talk about things you can, government contracts and ways you can make business opportunities for yourself, working with the government or various governments around the world. You'll be surprised. Brazil has a great program for that. That's one of the countries that has a great program for that. And I heard another country, somebody was telling me um, the other day, what country was it? Ah, man, I can't remember, but somebody else was telling me another great country that has opportunities for entrepreneurs. Oh, Dominica, not Dominican Republic. Dominica. It's a whole nother country. So the opportunities are out here for us, I came out here and I'm in Amsterdam, like I think I told you. And I came out here and I see so many melanated people from the diaspora. And to me, they look like they're doing well. They look like they're doing better than in America. And I know they work hard, but I'm saying like the, the hard work is not lateral, right? The hard work is volatile. So they're making mobility. In America, as a black American, you can work hard, but mostly if you don't have that typical type of brain, I call it the typical type of brain, or the lack of an accent, all your hard work is just going to be lateral. You're just going to make lateral moves for 20 years of your career. And anytime you try to ask for anything more, they're going to show you the door. So I don't want to go into the geo subjectivity of it, but it's really about now. It's really about geographical location of what determines if you move up in America. If you're not a white person, if you're not a white American, right? But yeah, black men, you have to stop being on YouTube, man, and listening to some of these people. A lot of them are lying to you. Get out of this game. Get out of that game and get into this international game. The odds are way better. We like to say don't put all your eggs in one basket, but that's what we've been doing. We got all our eggs in the same one basket, and the odds aren't that good for us. They haven't been. They're not going to be, you know. And I love it out here. It's like, oh man, the innovation that I'm getting, the inspiration that I'm getting, the things that I'm learning about commerce, seeing like what's working, what's not working. Like just as a person coming from America, myself, what's not working for me when I arrive in the country? What have I been unprepared for when I arrive in the country? What have people not really told me or shared about the basic things I need when I arrive in the country, like travel, communications, uh, how much money to have on hand. With this is funny because I finally bring some dollars. Usually I don't bring dollars with me when I go to another country. Like when I went to Brazil, I didn't bring any dollars with me, and people were asking for dollars like crazy. And then I come to Amsterdam and I finally bring nothing but dollars with me. Like I damn near emptied my bank account, and I come to Amsterdam and nobody wants any dollars. Now outside of America, you would not know that. You know what I mean? But that means something. That says something, right? You could be in one country and all they want is dollars. They don't even want their own money. They tell you, oh, it's going to cost me money to exchange dollars into my money, and it's going to take away from my money, which I'm already not getting a lot. But then you come to Amsterdam and they say just the opposite. They say, if I take the dollars, it's going to cost me money to exchange the dollars into euros, and it's going to cost me more to do that. I'm like, what? So in one country, it's less money that they receive because of the fees. And in another country, it costs them more to change it because of the fees. I don't know if we have any economic majors, but if you're following, I got to be careful with what I say because my knowledge is paramount. And people don't even know what I know. Like, I know things you can never even imagine about how shit works and what's really going on and everything, right? But I don't want to end up a fucking newspaper headline because that's what happens to people who talk too much. I'm not going to talk too much, but if you understood what I just said, play it back. If you read in between the lines, if you're an economic major or you read an economic book, or you know about international monetary fund, I think it is, or you know about international economics, then you understand what I just told you. And this is what I mean. Like, for me, that's an important thing that I learned about making money. But if you don't travel, you don't learn these things. You know, I got a whole new business. I got a whole new business startup, right? I was thinking to myself, what's a good business startup? I done started like 3 this year. They okay. They're not really doing the performance that I would like. But, you know, that's going to take time. But I really don't want to put that much time into it. But what is something that I could just slide into right now? And someone that I know who can really help me do it. And traveling has showed me this startup is going to be the bomb that I'm about to do. You know, so it's going to be the bomb, thebomb.com. So anyway, you know, but black men, we've been, you know, we've been lied to. We've been lied to about a lot of things. Tolling it out in America is not. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. I mean, I'm a college dropout, like I keep telling y'all. Now I'm in Amsterdam. I live in Hawaii for the last 11 years. I mean, Hawaii, I'm from New York, went to school in Ohio, uh, lived in Florida, lived in California, lived in Hawaii currently. And now I'm traveling the world trying to find a new home in another country. Went to Brazil, went to Amsterdam. Last time I checked, nobody lives like that with my background, with my how would you say, deficiency in educational achievement. The deficiency of my educational achievement. Nobody lives like that, you know. Nobody I know is doing it. Nobody I know has the resources or anything to do it. Just sitting at home right now, miserable, hopeless. And I can tell you, ain't nobody coming to save you, man. You got to do it by yourself. And I think you will have the courage. You will have the power to take control of your life if you understand that your destiny is going to happen, whether you like it or not, right? So if you go out here and you think, oh, it's not going to work for me, then maybe that's what's supposed to happen. But if you go out here and maybe it works for you, then that's what's supposed to happen. But I'm not really going to worry about it working or not working. I'm just going to go out there and do it. I'm going to grab the conscious part of my reality by the reins and overpower the subconscious and the dormant parts of my consciousness and go out here and enjoy this pleasure of traveling. Because for me right now, it's a big high. Whenever I land on a plane and I come into a new country, man, I be so overjoyed, literally. Like, remember the first time I went to Brazil, I don't think I was ever that happy in my life. Even though Brazil was a total bomb for me, I was never more happier. That was the first country I went to. And then coming to Amsterdam now, but I came through Madrid, Spain, and even though I didn't really go, into Madrid, just being in the atmosphere, different people, feeling the energy, you know what I mean? Like it was overwhelming. And then I come to Amsterdam, and I come out of the airport, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy, you know? I'm here. And I'm like, woo, I don't even want to leave. I really, really like it here. The only thing is, the euro is killing the dollar, but that's subjective. It's like I think it's a bitter thing going on. Geopolitics is not my strong point, but if I understand the basics of it, all of these countries got together and formed a consortium to share everything from infrastructure to currency to military. That's the European Union, in order to combat America. And mostly you're seeing that now, right? You're seeing, with the exception of China, you're seeing there's a African Union, there's a South American, there's a couple of South American unions, right? And it's just America. So the dollar is really strong because it's just one currency against, I don't know how many countries are in the EU, but it's a lot of countries in the EU all sharing the same currency. So they combine their resources to compete. But Britain left, Britain left the European Union. And the pound at one time was legitimately way stronger than the dollar, as was the yen. Now it's the euro. But it just goes to show you, I feel there's a bias towards American currency, because here they don't want it. In every other place they want it. Like, I think it's Ecuador uses the dollar instead of the peso. Maybe I'll just go to Ecuador next. And things are still relatively what we would consider by American standards, not expensive, cheap. I hate to use the word cheap, not expensive, But I think that if your whole point of traveling, if you're gonna be a backpacker and a hosteler and all that stuff, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, I'm just a bit spoiled myself, but there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that if your whole ideal of what country you're going to go to is based off of how much it is, to be there, how expensive it is, you're missing out on a lot of culture. Because the culture you get when you go to any country is priceless. The feeling, the inspiration, the seeing something different to break up the monotony of your life, priceless. The meeting people that you're gonna meet casually and talk to and get their external knowledge and their years of experience and their perspective. Oh my God, you can't even, that has no value. You can't even, it's not even, I wouldn't even determine a approximation by saying priceless. I mean, it has no value. It has no value. You will never know who you're going to meet, what they're going to tell you, that's going to get you out of your slumber, that's going to change your outlook on the way you've been looking at things forever. And sometimes that's all you need to develop full understanding of it all. You know, you can't put a price tag on that. So I don't want to just be traveling to countries where the dollar is, I'm walking around with bags of their money from a dollar. I don't want to travel to countries because of that. I want to travel where I want to travel, no matter what the cost. And I paid the cost to be the boss, as we say. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I'm able to do that. I'm grateful that I don't have to be budgeted, you know. But there is a certain standard. I mean, I don't think like I'm going to pay more and get a lesser standard. So it's like, and it's kind of difficult for me because I'm so spoiled. Like to me, coming from America, it's like, meh. How they say meh? Some of these countries, the places, the accommodations, and everything are like meh. But so I'm not gonna pay for what I know the basic standard is where I'm from. I'm not gonna pay a premium for that. But I do say I don't get I've never been jealous in my life, but I gotta say right now, when I go to countries and I've only been to two countries, but like when I go to the country and I see people living in cool areas, like right now, there's people that live like literally like right next door to the hotel, and I think that's so cool. Like their apartments and shit. It's so awesome to see that. Like that's cool as hell to me. Like you live somewhere. Everybody talks about going to America. I don't know why, but like I think Europe is a great country. Well, no, not Europe's not a country. But I think Amsterdam is a great country because you have access to so many other countries at your fingertips. You don't gotta fly nowhere. You know what I mean? And even in America, you gotta drive to another state, and that could be several hours, and it's not really a difference. You gotta go really, really far in the Midwest before America starts to get weird, before it starts to get different. But you know, you don't gotta go that far in Germany. Like 4 hours, like it's 4 hours to Germany. In America, you probably gotta drive like 30 hours before it starts to get weird, different. But yeah, I'm kind of jealous about that. Like I wish like some of these places I see people already living in, were for sale or lease, because I would sure pick up a lease or rent or buy right now. But I know they're not going to sell. They've probably been living there. Family has been living there all their life. One thing I know when I go to these foreign countries, you don't see too many real estate signs in the front of the place or anything like that, like you do in America. Like in America, somebody's always selling their home. A hint, hint, hint. In America, somebody's always selling their home. Hint, hint. But I've been in Brazil and I've been in Amsterdam, and I haven't seen a for sale sign yet. Matter of fact, when I was in Brazil, I was trying to find properties to rent or lease or buy, and I didn't find any. I did manage to rent an apartment, and maybe I'll tell you guys that whole story because that was a huge scam. But I mean, I did find that out. But that's what I'm saying. The people that I found that out, the people that I utilized to find that out, and the people that ultimately rented the apartment to me, turned out to be scammers. So that's another thing I'll talk about later. Probably the dark side of being a traveler. Maybe it's just being an American traveler. I don't know if people have this problem, but I'm trying to get out of America. To be honest with you, I want to live abroad, be an expat. This is my second attempt at it. I don't plan to go back to Hawaii. Um, it's like just like three countries you can stay in for 6 months out of the year, and I figured that's more than enough to just rotate between those two. But yeah, man, it's all good though. So that's all I just wanted to get on here. It's just early morning. I'm about to go get my day started. I don't know if you guys can see the view. But yeah, black men, just get out here and travel. If you have any questions, just ask me. I'm always willing to help out and give advice. But you got to do something. We can't keep staying in America, man. And I'm not going to really mess with nobody's money because I know some people got to do things to survive. They gotta sell their soul. That's cool. But let us be free. You sell your soul. Let the black men be free. And I'll tell you, stop listening to a lot of these black YouTubers that act like they about supporting the black men, because they're not giving no solutions. They just giving more rehashing of the same shit that better people have spoken about before I was even born, and still no solutions. So maybe I'll come up with some solutions. But see, in my line of work, my solutions are so damn good, people pay me for them. They're worth a lot of money, and I just can't see giving it to y'all for free. But maybe I might just have to do that. Maybe I might just have to get out of my bag and just say, look, this is the solution. This is what we're gonna do, and this is the website. And you go here and you send this, and you do you do these things, and this is what we're gonna do. And this is the future for us. You know, we're gonna cooperate. We're gonna have a cooperative. And we're gonna travel, and we're gonna enjoy the world, and we're gonna make money. If anybody's tired, like I am, if you gotten fed up, like I am, if you feel like doing some fucked up shit, like I do, before you do all of that, before you let it get to that, give this a try. I've always was taught that if you're angry, sleep on it, and if you're still angry the next day, sleep on it again. And by the third day, if you're still angry, then you got to do something about it. But there's no way. It's almost impossible unless you take things personal. It's almost impossible unless you make it personal to be angry after 3 days of sleep. It's almost impossible. Anger takes a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy to be angry all the time. And I'm fat, so anger also burns calories. Anger burns calories, believe it or not. That is a scientific study that proved the angriest people are the people that don't weigh the most, that aren't fat, because their anger burns calories. They're angry all the time. I'm not really angry all the time. I'm able to pick and choose. I discipline myself to be able to pick and choose what I want to be angry about. And then I started to get this cockiness where I don't really even care about a lot of things because it's not even like important. I have to consider you to be way above me for me to want to put you in your place. If you're beneath me and you do something that is like what I would call antisocial, that's what it really is, just being antisocial. If you do some type of antisocial behavior or some other like, if you're just immature as a grown up, I'm really just like, I don't want to interact with that person anyway. I don't want that person bringing me no food, no drink, no nothing, handling no money, because I know it's going to just be a bad experience. It's going to cause some extra stuff that I don't need to be bothered with. It's easier to just go on about my business, you know? It's just part of the game. It's just a game, man. It's just a game. It's all a game. What people think they need, what people think they want, what they act like they like, and all that. It's just a game, because you could just look at people and see from the cradle to the day they die, none of that shit has worked for them. None of those choices they made has benefited them. None of the people they involved themselves with have really helped them or cared about them or any of that shit. You know what I mean? It's a couple of even like with myself, it's a couple of things I know, and I'd be like, damn, I wish my life was like that, or I wish I met that one woman when I was a baby, and we just known each other all our lives, and we're in love, and all of that. It's few stories like that I hear about, because that's just how I am. I'm an all or nothing person, But it's few stories I hear about like that, and or people that have lifelong friends, or maybe it's more going on a lot more than I think, but I haven't heard a lot of stories about that. So all I can do is all I can rationalize is that for most people, you spend your time losing important people in your life, right? Or you walk away from important people in your life, or you ghost, what they call ghosting people. Now, see what I mean? Antisocial behavior. Like, there used to be, uh, uh, there used to be a proper way to exit yourself out of a relationship, Who am I bullshitting? I'm the king of ghosters. I ghost motherfuckers. I ghost motherfuckers before breakfast and then go have breakfast. So I shouldn't even be trying to give advice about the appropriate way to exit relationships, whether they're friendships or they're romantic or whatever the case may be, or they were semi-formal. They were going to be romantic, you know. But there is a way to do it. There is a proper way to do it. And one thing my mother did teach me about, it has to do with your subconscious desire for closure. I don't necessarily believe in closure, but it has to do with that. So, but yeah, man, I'm just out here right now. I'm gonna try to get some work done, and gotta make some money back in the States, you know, get some work done, check on my investments, and let's see probably go get some breakfast. I don't know. Oh, I worked so hard in my life to be able to own my Mondays. And when I finally owned my Mondays, I'm like, I don't know what to do. But Monday to me is a very important day of the week because it's like a fresh start, you know? Last week, it doesn't matter. What was said to you, what was done to you, what you said, what you done, what you didn't do, what didn't happen, forget about it. Now is a new week. You got another 7 days. Well, I do it in 4 because I do the 4-hour work week. I stopped work Thursday, and Thursday's a half a day. So, but yeah, yeah, I mean, you know, if you enjoy Mondays as much as I do, man, I just got to figure out what I want to do. There's so many choices. I think I was talking about that earlier, about Netflix, some other thing I was thinking about. Too many choices can make you, can put you in a frigid state. And I'm like, I don't like to be in a frigid state. I like to just go in a direction. So, spontaneity, that's me. I got to get back to being spontaneous. I really got to just start being more spontaneous. That's what it is. That's what's really hurting me. Moving too slow. I got to be like this. You know. So, all right, man. I'm about to get off of this and go get some things done. Eat some pancakes. I hope you guys have a good week. And like I said, man, black men, just travel, bro. Don't worry about getting no car. Don't worry about no relationships. The shit that they're trying to feed us on YouTube is a wash. Trust me when I tell you, it's a wash. It's a trap. It's a trick bag. The best thing you can do for yourself, the best thing you can do for your life right now, is get out here in this great big blue glob we call Earth and see it for yourself. All right, Joe. We out here, another beautiful day out here in Amsterdam, as I like to call it, AD, International Mega Zoo. And we out here. It's hot today in AD. The sun is out. And we about to see what mischief we can get into.
I'm gonna take my jacket upstairs.
All right, I'll be here. We got 2 more days left. We've been here. This is our 3rd day, 2nd day, some shit like that. I don't even know. But we got 2 days left. It's Monday. So then we go on a train trip. He don't like the train trips, but I'm making him take one because I love the train. Pause. So you know what I'm saying? I love the train, no word. Pause. But yeah, man. Then we go to Prague. So, but right now I'm just in front of the hotel. It's a nice hotel. I highly recommend you stay here. The water is hot. That's all I need is a hot shower. The room, oh my God, let me tell you about the room. It looked messy now because I'm just a messy hotel room person, but the room is so clean and so well kept. I never would have thought, you know, that a room could be so well kept, but it is. It doesn't even smell. It is like, it's like they just painted it yesterday. And when I do this thing with the tulips on the wall, the tulips look like they coming out of the wall, like almost three-dimensional.
Entlang unsere Route.
Past the grapefruit palm, sipping on them Heinies, Holland beer. Nice boat on a boat cruise on the canal with Brody doing his channel work. We out here making it happen, doing it big tour. This city's so beautiful though. I can't explain it.
Links ziet u Hotel de Rubel. Dit is een van de beste.
Amsterdam, European step, baby. Out here. AD. Gotta get those visuals in. Looking sharp. Y'all ignorant. Y'all discount me. Y'all ignorant.
What's up, man?
Amsterdam with the Brodies.
What's up? Huh?
One of my 2 Brodies. We out here, baby. Look at this shit. This is beautiful. Out here. AD.
No, I said
with some
niggas
Amstel
gonna
Light.
call me titties.
Cheers.
No. He do the same thing you do, right? He do the same thing you do. I said niggas was calling me. With
Now
no
this
shirt
does
on,
not
calling
look
me
like
titties.
Jersey.
He
Ooh,
said
and there
it's
goes a
not called
pizza
titties,
parlor.
it's called man
I'm
bun.
gonna go eat there tomorrow. This does not look like Jersey. This is what I was looking for. I am impressed. I am glorified.
Too much yet.
I am speechless. I am
Like this shit tonight, though. We gonna smoke some cannabis
without
in a minute.
speech. I love this place already.
You know they got the coffee shop where you sit down and smoke weed outside and all that.
You know, if you ain't choose me, you chose wrong. That's all I gotta say. Because I stay winning. Y'all from Staten Island, New York. Shaolin, baby.
Yeah, he from New York.
Shaolin. It's not much. Little view from my hotel room. Put my headphones on. Not much. Just a little view from my hotel. But, you know, I like it because I'm in AD, baby. In Amsterdam. Second day in Amsterdam. This is the room. My junkie room. This is the room. It's a nice room. Look at the tulips. It's the painting. They look almost 3D. It's crazy. So, in AD, I finally made it. You know, it's definitely different than Brazil. Feels different. I feel different. But I'm really excited to be here. Oh, boy. Whew, smoked some good bud last night. Oh, boy, that shit had me tripping. I'm about to do that the whole trip. I'm going to get something really strong, smoke it, run back to the room, fall asleep. Like, wow, that shit is really strong. Okay. What's today? Today's Sunday. So it's my second day. I got here Saturday night. Did a little walk around. Now today's Sunday. Here to work. You know, my friend, we gotta do his we gotta get his content going. That's what we're here for. This is really more of a business trip. But it's also a fun trip, but it's also a Brody trip. So, you know, it's all those things, all those trips. I think after this we going to Cologne, Frankfurt, or Berlin. I don't know what order, but after this, we're going to Germany. Then we're going to Czech Republic. And then we might go to, I don't know if he still wants to go on. I would like to go to Vienna, but we'll probably go to Budapest. So I'm going to Budapest. I'm going all the way to Sofia, Bulgaria. So I don't know if he wants to continue on or if he has to go back to the States. But if anything, we're going to have fun. We're going to see the sights, visit countries, you know what I mean? I got my passport stamped, and I came in, and so I came in through Madrid. I was hoping to get an Amsterdam stamp, but I didn't get an Amsterdam stamp. But maybe when I leave, I might get an Amsterdam stamp. I'm not sure how they do it, but I definitely want to get one in my passport. So let me show you guys the room. That's my window. That's my luggage. I pack light this trip. This is the room. It's a nice room though. It's I tell you though, the water is hot. That's the most important thing. I'll overlook everything if the water's hot. Also, the room does not smell. It smells excellent. It doesn't have a bad smell, which is amazing, being that so many travelers come through here. And it is very well kept. Everything in the room, it looks like it's a brand new room. It's very well kept. Even the carpet, look at the carpet. It's a very well kept room, you know. So it's not that expensive. I think we paid like $330 something. I paid $337 for it. Yes, we got our own rooms. Yeah, we don't be sharing rooms, Brody. We be out here living it. So I got my own room. Zoe got his own room. And Barber World TV, he got his own room. And so we be out here, you know, just hanging out. Chilling. I need to take another nap, but gotta go do this. Put this work in. Peace. We out here, baby. We out here, beautiful Amsterdam, on a Sunday afternoon. And we out here, me and International Zoe, mobbing the streets, doing our thing. You know, what can I say? I can't complain. Look at the trains. Look at the train. That's really cool. Surface transit. They needed this in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? They're not ready for us out here. They're not ready. What do they say in Amsterdam? What's the hello word in Amsterdam? Really nice city. Woo! Almost dropped my camera. Really nice block. Amsterdam, baby. AD all day. Forgot what this neighborhood's called, but it's so beautiful. All day. AD. They ride a lot of bikes out here. See, all of y'all be spending money on superficial stuff, but you really gotta spend some money on traveling. Get out here and see this world. See what's going on. You know? Yeah, I see that. They all over the place. They was on the plane when I coming over here. Yo, what up? We in AD. What up, girl? Ready to do another video? I ain't gonna say it. United States, you gotta go.
Doesn't make a difference. I already tried United States.
You try T.
Put United. USA.
Central Station,
That shit
Amsterdam,
ain't even coming.
all the trains
United made minor.
come at.
I put America. That shit ain't coming.
Look at the clock. This is my junky hotel room, but it's a really nice room. That's laundry. I couldn't get done today, but yeah, it's a really nice room, you know? So this is the room. This is my luggage. I pack light, you know? I dare not show you the bathroom in an attempt to not dissuade you from this hotel, because it really is a nice hotel. And I really enjoy staying here. I like the colors. Decor is very brightful, you know? So now we're gonna go down here and help my buddy set up his credentials for the COVID test, because the hotel he wants to stay at requires us to have a COVID test. So I'm gonna go do that now, and then I'm going to go find something to eat, find a beer, and chill, because tomorrow we have to get up early and go to Frankfurt. Haha. All right, talk to you guys soon. Peace. Laundry day. Got my laundry. Beautiful Amsterdam. Whew. Got a nice little walk-in before the day starts. Beautiful day. I think today's Tuesday. So we are going to get this laundry done. I love this street down here. All right, see what adventures happen today. I'll let you know. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, chilling over here with 2 of the 3 Brodies. Last day in Amsterdam. It's been real. It's been real damn. It's been real AD, but we must go on to Prague and see what's popping in Eastern Europe. So we let you know how it go down our last night here in AD. We got the world famous Bulldog. Bulldog.
Like the game lacking lazy folks like.
What's up out there, everyone? On our way to the airport. Czech Republic next. I hope that happens today. My bro ain't get his test back, so we gotta go find the test results. But you know me though, I've been through shit so much at this point, I'd just rather go chill. I could go back to sleep right now and just hop on the plane where I really need to go anyway and be fucking something nice by tomorrow. So I'll keep you abreast, but we're gonna try to make it. We're gonna try to stay in Europe, baby. The Euro step, they boxing us out. They trying to box us out. They boxing us out. All right, last meal before we get on the plane. I don't know my thoughts about AD. I always wanted to come here. Once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm glad I came. COVID or no COVID. I had a great time. And yeah. I don't know when I'll return. This is really out the way, but had a great time.